Welcome to Speedy Walkthroughs, where we show just the important stuff to beating the game. For first time viewers, this will look different to a normal walkthrough. It will show just the essentials, so you don't need to spend a long time watching this video. Today we're playing Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. This is the GameCube version, but a lot of stuff should be applicable to the remake as well. And before we get stuck into it, if you do end up finding this useful, please consider subscribing to keep up to date, as it helps out the channel a whole bunch. So just for clarity, I'll be showing you how to get to the end of this game. I won't be showing you absolutely everything you could do in this game, like to 100% in theory, but I will be showing sort of near 100%, especially in the early phases of the game, just so that you can level up your character to be very powerful very early on. So we start out the game and you have a few cutscenes here and there, but eventually you get into Rogueport on this boat here. So we get through the boat, you just basically want to skip through all the text there, and then Mario will get off the boat. And then we come across this guy hassling Goombella. We gain a partner there, and then we go into a battle. So battle commands. You want to jump and then press A when it has the timing on the screen to get a good attack. And you can also do something called a guard and a super guard. So when the enemy attacks you, you can guard pressing the A button. Or you can super guard pressing the B button. And super guards are sort of like frame perfect in a sense. I'm not sure if they're frame perfect, but they're very tight timing. And they're very hard to time, but you basically take no damage and sometimes counter attack. So just be aware that is an option if you want to get really good at the timing there. Or you can just do normal guards with the A button. I'll be super guarding a lot in this footage, but usually normal guards are fine because enemies don't deal that much damage in this game. So that's the basic battle mechanics. You can use normal attacks or attacks with FP, but that's how it works. So you want to go to the left of town first and you'll step on this person's contact lens. And then you immediately want to go into shop and tell the shopkeeper that you'd like to order in another contact lens. You just want to do this earlier rather than later so you don't have to wait to order it in. I'm also going to buy a whole bunch of fire flower items and the honey syrup items. So fire flowers will deal damage to all enemies on the screen, 3 damage to each, and honey syrup will restore your FP. So both of those are very useful. Next thing that's going to happen, we're going to get attacked by a bandit. So with this bandit, you just chase him back to this house. And we can also grab a star piece from behind the little bit in the house there. Grab another star piece from behind the box there, and another star piece from behind the box there. These star pieces we're going to use to buy some very useful badges later on, so star pieces are very good to have. There's 100 in the game. I'll be getting almost all 100 in this footage, except towards the end of the game where we don't really need them anymore. Although I'm going to show you how to get a lot of star pieces early on, because star pieces are incredibly useful for buying some very powerful badges. And we go into this house and talk to Frankly, and then he lets us into the sewers. So Frankly will teach us how to battle. You've basically got to skip your way through this. Get through that, and then you head into the sewers there. Then you want to go to the right, and you'll come across this little battle here. This is basically to teach you which kind of enemies you can't jump on and stuff like that. So if it's got a spike on his head, you can't jump on him. If they're flying, you can't hammer them. But I used to use the fire flower to get through that whole fight because it is a lot quicker than doing all that normally. You can also like attack enemies like this, and then you can just sort of jump on them like so. Alright, so you want to hammer the blocks there to get through. And then here we want to get a star piece from behind that block. And we can run into this little enemy here, for example, but nothing too much to that fight. Alright, hit that little blue switch to reveal the staircase. And then we want to drop down to grab the key. Again, go back up the stairs, and then we're going to get cursed from this box. The box won't really be doing much. When it cursed us, it'll basically just tell us how to be a paper plane. So you hit the Y button there to be a paper plane, go across, and then you're at the 1,000-year door. A big long cutscene plays out with the 1,000-year door. And then we learn where the first star is. So there's like 7 stars in the game. And essentially with the 1,000-year door, it just shows us where the next one is whenever we get to it. So now that we've been to the 1,000-year door there, he'll give us like that little map thing. And he'll also give us this hammer badge. So with badges, you can equip them from the pause menu. Absolutely equip Power Smash. I would definitely recommend it. I'm going to fight this little guard here. So remember, you can super guard him if you want to. I'm doing this just to get a bit more experience at the start of the game, but it is probably not recommended that you fight the guard right now. So you might want to just leave that till later if you're not comfortable doing that yet. The only reason I'm able to get through this fight is by doing a lot of guarding and like super guarding and stuff to get through it easily. Alright, with that guard gone, we just want to go down the pipe there. And then you want to go up through here, paper plane across the gap, and then you want to go here. You hit Blooper, and then Blooper has like a little boss fight there. So with Blooper here, I'm going to be using the Fire Flower to get rid of its tentacles pretty quickly, and then just power smashing its head when it falls down. I'm going to use honey syrup a lot to restore FP and then just keep power smashing its head. With the hammer, you just want to like hold left until it goes to the end to get that right timing. And then we're just going to make our way across these gaps and into chapter 1. Alrighty, chapter 1, we got Petal Meadows here. So when you come out here, you can hit that tree for a star piece, the other tree for a mushroom. Hooktail will fly across you. And with Hooktail there, it's just foreshadowing for where you got to go to finish the chapter. Get another mushroom from that block there. Get a badge from that block there. And we can just come across these enemies if we want to. Just deal with them really quickly. You might want to fight enemies to level up. I'm going to be avoiding most of them in this footage though. Alright, so in this little bit, you can press A on that bush to separate it. And then you can hit that switch from behind there to build the bridge. Keep going to the right for another star piece. And we will be trading in those star pieces for badges soon. So make sure you're collecting those. And with this little bit here, you can just go behind that bush to grab a present. And we're into Petalburg. Alright, so in Petalburg, we'll just talk to this guy here. And make our way across the bridge. And really all we need to do is talk to the gate guy and then go back into this pink house and talk to the old guy. Just keep going through that little text box there and then progress through forward on the gate. I'm just reading the emails to get rid of the notifications there as well so they don't keep bothering me. Alright. So go there, grab the star piece from behind the bush, and then you got these enemies to deal with here. I'm going to use a fire flower there just to take them out really quickly. And you get a power block there. Getting that power block is incredibly important because these enemies are susceptible to it. Without the power block, it is very hard to kill those enemies, so just be aware. I think you need like power smash or something. I'm also going to get another power block here for the same reason. We'll use that on these enemies here and it will kill them. So without the power blocks, you're going to have a really hard time. I will be upping FP there, but from this point on, apart from FP, I'm pretty much always going to be upping badge points rather than flower points. Now you'll come across this guy who has the quiz here. And with the quiz, these are the correct answers if you want those. Although some people say it's actually better to lose the quiz because you'll come across some enemies that you can fight for EXP. So if you want, you can actually just lose the quiz and do that. When you're ready here, just go left through this little door and you'll come across these moonstone. I'm just going to use a fire flower to deal with all these enemies really quickly. And then you want to just go to the right and you'll come across the sunstone. You can get a badge there. That's multi-bounce. Multi-bounce is a brilliant badge and it's going to become even better as the game goes on. So we'll keep that one equipped at pretty much all times. I'm just going to fire flower those guys and then make my way out. And then you'll come across this like gold fuzzy, which is a boss fight looking thing. So with that one, I'm just going to keep power smashing it until it is done. Now, when the fuzzy swarm comes in, you just want to keep jumping on the gold one. I wouldn't bother trying to hit the swarm itself. Just keep jumping on the gold one there and you'll eventually kill it. Alright, back out of the pipe here. And then we're going to pretty much just progress left through this whole section. Back all the way through that bit that we've gone through already. All the way back until we get to Petalburg. Alright, so now that we're in Petalburg, you just want to progress left out through town. And then I'm going to buy some more items here, so some more fire flowers, and you can heal up in the inn if you want. And then we're going to get our new partner. Alright, so once he joins our party, you'll notice that we can use him to hit blocks there. So you just press the button to hold his shell out, and then once you let go, he'll retract. So there's going to be lots of puzzles involving that. First little thing we can do with him is get another badge from up here. So we're just going to go up there and grab that. And then we're just going to go left. Now that Happy Heart badge seems like it would be good, but it's actually not that great. You're better off using like Flower Finder and Heart Finder after a battle, and that'll make more hearts or flowers drop, rather than trying to restore them in the battle itself. Because if you're strong enough, the battles will be over in just a few turns. Alright, there's another badge under this bridge, just grab that. That's not a bad badge, it's Heart Plus. So this is why I'm saying it's good to get badge points when you level up. Because if you regret it and you would have rather got like hearts or flowers, you can just put on Heart Plus or Flower Plus or whatever. Alright, I'm going to turn off everything and put on Power Bounce. Power Bounce is amazing, especially in the GameCube version. So if you can time your button press well enough, you can just keep power bouncing on enemies. And it doesn't let you have infinite with good timing, but it lets you have a lot, like usually like 10 bounces or something if you're really good at timing it. So Power Bounce I'm going to be using on the boss for this area. Alright, we get a Shine Sprite there. That'll be used to upgrade our partners a bit later. Just jump up on here and grab the star piece. And with Cooper, just set him up on the purple one and go through here and grab the other star piece. Hit that red switch so the stairs flip across. And just jump up there, grab the key, hit the red switch again, and then go through the door. Alright, through the door here, you just want to go through the next door and get Cooper to hit that switch. And then go through the door here, grab the chest, but then make your way out of the spikes. It's going to be coming down from the roof. So you just follow the same path that I'm following and you'll get through this door here. And then you can hit the chest, which will curse you again. Alright, so with this curse, it lets you go into paper. So slip out those bars, slip back in to get the attack badge. You really want to put that attack badge on because it'll make the boss a lot easier for this area. The boss doesn't like the sounds that the attack badge makes, so you'll make it weaker by wearing it. Slip through the bars to grab that other key, then you want to go back to the right here and up the stairs. You want to go up these stairs, use Cooper to hit that green switch and head up. Then you want to use the key to get through the door. You want to hit that switch to open that path there and then go through the open window on the next path. Go right first before you go left to grab a star piece and then jump back up through the window just to get back in here. So Cooper's going to hit the green switch there. You want to go left first and you'll come across the mouse. So you can actually get this mouse as a partner later, although I won't be doing it in this footage. I'm going to restore some FP here and just grab some items. Now, the reason I restored FP is because I'm actually hitting my item cap, so you just want to monitor that and don't hold on to any unnecessary items. If you need more item space, you can actually store items in the shop. You just talk to the shopkeeper, and that can be useful if you don't want to use up your items, but you still want to collect more items. Cooper is going to be a good partner to have because basically he has this attack that damages all enemies at once, and that's going to be really useful for dealing with enemies. When you're in fights as well, you can also swap so that your partner attacks first. Now that lets them attack first, which is good, but it also makes them the target of taking damage. So if Mario is weak, you might want to swap to your other partner. Got another star piece to grab there, and then just paper plane across the gap. So there's an annoying badge to get. You got to drop down to grab that badge, but then you got to make it all the way back up through that room we just went to before. So pull the green block back down and then Cooper it back up. And then just go to the right and then you're back to where we were up to before. Alright, so paper plane and then just go back through the door. If you didn't want that badge that I grabbed before, you could skip that whole falling down part. I think in the Switch version they put a pipe so you can get back up. Alright, back up this tower. So just climb up the spiral and then we're at Hooktail. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you put on the Attack FXR badge and heal up if you want to as well there. Hooktail will become much weaker if you're wearing that Attack FXR badge, so really important that you've got that on. I'm going to be using Power Bounce on Hooktail and timing them well enough that I can do a whole bunch of damage, and then that should make the fight over in just a couple turns. Power Bounce is such a good badge. Alright, so say no to Hooktail, and then Hooktail will get fed up and try and eat the audience, which is pretty brutal. Alright, then go through here. If you get a bingo, that's good. Just don't get bingo on triple poison mushrooms. That's the only thing. Alright, so Hooktail's done, and then we just have a whole bunch of cutscenes to get through. So make your way through here, and then chapter 1's done. We're going to have a Peach intermission. This is like a little cutscene-y thing there. And then we'll gain control of Peach. So with Peach, you want to go left into the shower here, and then once you finish there, go right. And then you can open up this little door, and then you can talk to Tech in the room here. So Tech will just talk to you for a little while, and then the Peach section is over. Next up, we got a Bowser section, but the Bowser section is pretty much just a big long cutscene. And then we're back to Mario. So Mario will be back in Petalburg, and once we're done that, we can just head to the left out of Petalburg, and then head back out from where we came into Chapter 1 there. So we get another little email for Mario, but we're just going to head to the left here. And all the way to the left until we're back into Rogueport Underground Sewers. So every time you finish a chapter, pretty much your first destination is to go to the 1,000-Year Door. But just before that, we're going to talk to this person. So I'm going to get sort of this little spell from this person. If you can afford it, pick the bottom option, the most expensive one. The only difference in prices is how long it lasts. And essentially what that person does is occasionally they'll pop up in a battle and give you more attack or more defense or more experience or more gold. Sort of depends on what happens. So very useful to have indeed. And you want it for longer because you don't want to bother keep going back to the person. Alright, jump up there to grab the Shine Sprite, go left to the Pit of Trials, just grab a little star piece from behind the stairs there. And then you want to hit the 1,000-Year Door. Once you've done that, the cutscene will play out. You'll go back to Frankly. And next to Frankly's house, I'm going to talk to this dude to level up Coops. So play out the cutscene, but then Coop is going to level up. That's going to give him more health, but also more attack power. You can also talk to Luigi if you want, but it's nothing really special. Alright, here, we can actually buy the contact lens now. And then we can give it to this person here. So now that we've given her the contact lens, we can make our way to the left side of town. Grab 1, 2 star pieces, 3 star pieces. Drop down there and jump across. There's 1 star piece there. There is another star piece behind there. And then head back out. Another star piece behind there, and then you can head back up. Alright, if we go through here, and then over to the right, we will want to drop down. Now, to our left is the guy who will trade in star pieces for badges. So I'm going to go and get the Power Plus badge and pretty much immediately equip it. Power Plus is amazing. It ups your power and makes you stronger. So you'll be dealing more damage to enemies. I 100% recommend buying that badge and equipping it. There's another badge there. It's just hidden in front there. So you can just grab that. But yeah, Power Plus, like, always equip it. So you really want to be buying badge points with your level ups. Really important. Alright, that did open up. Just go left for a badge first before we head in. And then we're going to head to the right. And that brings us into Chapter 2. Alright, Chapter 2. So we're going to play out this. If you go to the right, you'll see the three ghosts just talking amongst themselves. So just keep heading to the right through this little section here. Keep going. And then we'll see the great tree there. So there it is. We can just head towards the great tree, but we'll find that there's actually no way to open the great tree as of yet. So that's something that we're going to have to deal with. You can head to the right here and just get a Flower Plus badge there. Talk to this dude up here, and he wants Flurry to help us. So we're going to go and get Flurry. Alright, so just heading to the left here. And then out to the right brings us towards Flurry's house. So here on the 7th tree, you want to jump to get a badge. I'm just going to go back and get that badge, actually. So there we go. There was a little star piece there as well to the left of the blue switch. And a shine sprite. Another badge in there. And then we just want to head to the right here. Through the fence. And through the pipe. And now we can go towards Flurry. We can't get Flurry yet because she's missing her necklace. So we're going to go back and get that. The ghosts actually have it. So we're going to head back to the left there. And back to the left again. Alright, we're going to head all the way to the left in this little area here until we come across the ghosts. So there's the ghost there. We're going to have a little fight with them. So I'm going to use Cooper a lot. And I'm going to use Fire Flowers. I'm going to be trying to take out the ghost pretty quickly. So like doing lots of multi-target attacks like Cooper's Shell or the Fire. Once we're done with the ghost battle, they'll drop the necklace. And then he's got to head back to the right to get to Flurry. So you just want to head to the right here. Same sort of puzzles as last time to get through. You've got that pipe paper plane across. And then here you want to slip through the fence and just through the pipe to get to Flurry. Alright, a cutscene will play out and we'll get Flurry there. So with Flurry here, we're just going to leave the house. You can actually go back in and there's like a little chest there that you want to grab. So open that up. And then we're going to head back to the Great Tree. So heading back here, and we're just going to go into the pipe there and into the tree itself. Now we jump up here and Flurry will sort of blow away that little bit to reveal a secret entrance. And then we go into the tree itself. Alright, so the X-Nauts will come out. They're sort of in the tree up to Mischief. And we'll have a little fight with them and then they'll go. Alright, so we're going to go up through that pipe there, and then across, up through this pipe. There's some goodies behind the bushes in here, so make sure you get those. Alright, up through this little bit here, and you'll find all these guys are locked up, so you just want to head to the left room here. And we're dealing with the mouse again. Alright, so ground pound on this guy, Cooper Shell him. And then we'll be able to open the chest here. Alright, so that had a key there, so we can use it to open up and free the Elder. So the Elder will sort of leave there. Still can't get those guys. So falling down the pipe here. And back to the start. We're going to pick up like a little party of these little guys. It's kind of like Pikmin or something. And then he gives us the orb. So with the orb, we can basically take it through here and deposit the orb into there. They'll all stand on there and open up this little pipe. So that brings us further into the tree. Now, after this fight, so this room, we got to orb them onto there and then flurry them across the gap. Now they'll get blown into bubbles and they're across. So just grab a shine sprite and some stuff from behind the bushes here. And we've blown them across the gap with flurry, so now they're following us and they're over the other side. So that was blow them across the gap. Let them get into the bubbles and let the bubbles bring them across. That's how we got them across there. Alright, making our way left, you can flurry away that thing to activate the paper plane, and then you can paper plane back, and that gets you a shine sprite, which is pretty cool. Go through the little pipe there, and again, the pipe again. Alright, now bring them into the room onto the right, and you have to like fight a little army there, but we have 10 and they have 10, so we'll eventually win. If you try and fight an army that's bigger than you are, you're not going to win the fight. Alright, so into that little room there, grab the chest, and then make your way back out. Alright, going to the left there, and then I'm going to make my way all the way up through this section, sort of back out to the start of the tree area. It can be very confusing, this tree, how it's laid out, really. Now I'm going to leave my party of 11 back there because I'm actually going to come back and grab them in a sec. So I'm just going to save the other ones from the prison cells. So we're just going to unlock that. And they'll be very happy. They'll join us. So with them joining us, we're just going to head back down the pipe, bring them across here. And down through the pipe there. And then we're just going to put the little thing in there, blow them across, and blow them across in the bubbles. And now they've joined the rest of our party. So you should have all 101 in your party at this point. It's not to Cooper, because Cooper's going to come in handy later for killing some enemies that we need to kill. These spiders in particular. So we want to first strike those spiders, so we just get rid of them. The spiders will scare away like the little things following us, so you just got to be really careful of that. Cooper the block there to get a badge, kill the other spiders. And there. So if you're down here, you can actually flurry that to get to a secret shop. So you can stock up if you need to and recruit that dude who's behind the log to get an extra person for your party. Then you want to go up the pipe here and have them all following you. And now that there's no spiders, they're not going to get scared. So we'll have this little battle with the 100 there, and then we'll make our way out. Go to the left here, down the pipe, past the piranha, just grabbing a little star piece there as we go. You can deposit them in here and you get stuck in a cage. Now Mario can squeeze out of the cage bars just by going into paper mode. And then we can hit that little switch back there. Grab a star piece and make your way out. And then make your way all the way back up here and then right through this room. And then back across this little weavy path here. Alright, so we need to enter the code in this room. So enter the code just like the one that I've got there. And it'll open up this little bit. And then if we go through there, you get the super boots. So you can ground pound with these, which is going to be very useful. You can use it to break through the little panels on the floor, like this one, for example. If we jump to the left, you can coop to get that. And if we jump to the right, you can get this shine sprite. Just make your way back up and head out. Heading out here, you want to go through the windy path again. Now that we got ground pound, there's a lot more we can do. So you can sort of ground pound through this little bit here. You can go through the bars and ground pound, but then blow these guys through into the hole there so that you can get them out of the cage. It's a little bit of a process to get them all out, but it will eventually work for you. Alright, bring them back up. You then want to bring them up through this pipe here and then fall down the hole. But make sure you blow them down the hole here so they do follow you. So you can hit the little thing there, blow them down the hole. They're a little bit finicky, these things. Alright, bring them down the pipe with you and then bring them across. You have an X-Naut that you'll probably get into a fight with, but bring them across here. And down the pipe here. Now they're going to get stuck there, but it's no biggie because you can actually just Koopa shell that, and that's going to drain the water. And now there's lily pads that they can jump across, so they will actually be able to get across. Gather that little jumpy badge, bring them across the little gap there, grab the shine sprite, and down the pipe. Alright, here you got to put them all onto the platform, and then they will lower this thing down here. And we're getting towards the end of the dungeon, so heal up, take the little thing out, and then we come across this dude. Alright, put them all on here. And it's going to activate that little bit there. Opens up, so it gives you a star. And then this dude's going to steal it. So it's a bit annoying that he's stolen. He's going to start a timer and escape. There is a star piece on your way out, so it's just behind a little bush here. So there it is, behind that bush. Make sure you don't miss that. Jump out. And then just follow it left, going through all the special doors that have been locked. There's quite a few of those little doors, just like that there. You don't need to take your party of 101 with you, so don't worry about that. You can just leave them behind. Alright, you'll come into this dude, and he's got like a boss fight thing for you to deal with. If you got power bounce and you're good at the timing, that's usually a good strategy there, so that's what I'm going to be using. But work your way through the fight and you'll eventually get it. There we go. Alright, so with that fight done, we're just going to get a bit of a cutscene here, end of chapter. We then get a Peach intermission. So, with Peachy, you just want to talk to that mop bucket, and then Tech's going to call you in. You talk to Tech and do a little dancing minigame. Alright, with that dancing minigame, we're now Bowser, and we get like a little side scroll level here, so just work your way through that. Little cutscene. And then Mario's done at the Great Tree, so work your way to the left, and left again. I think there might be another star piece you can grab in Flurry's house as well. It's like a ground pound panel thing. So you can grab that if you want, but I didn't bother here because I'm going to be okay for star piece pretty soon. There's a ground pound panel star piece there that you can grab. There's another Flurry star piece here that you can grab. So it's a badge, not a star piece. There's a panel there. And then you can paper plane across. We're going to go to the 1,000-year door at this point, but get another star piece before we trigger the cutscene. Alright, when we trigger the cutscene, that brings us back to Frankly's house, so we'll just talk to him. Now, out the front of Frankly's house, there is a star piece, so just grab that and go left to upgrade Flurry. With Flurry upgraded, we're going to head down. Now, I wouldn't recommend upgrading Goombella, because you're never going to have enough Shine Sprites to have everyone upgraded at once. So I've got that other Power Plus badge, that's the other thing that I've got, and that just ups your partner's attack power, which is going to be very useful. Now, in front of the town here, there's another star piece, and then you can go back out here, and there's another star piece just there. Continuing on, if you go to this front area, there's a star piece under a panel there. And then we can go left and drop down here and go to the right. So there's going to be another star piece under a panel there. And another star piece there. There's another star piece in front of the train under a panel. Now, with this one, we're going to sell some items. You got to buy a dried mushroom and a dizzy dial and answer yellow to those questions. If you do that, it's like a secret code to let you into this area here. If you don't know the code, you got to go through a big story thing to figure it out. But here, you can just, if you know the code, you can enter it. So yeah, dried mushroom and dizzy dial you buy, then you hit yellow twice. And you should be right. Alright, so now that we got that, he's asked you to go to the front of town here, to where this boat's taking off from. So we're just going to go talk to his daughter. And we go back to the left side of Rogueport. So just go back here and talk to the Don again. Alright, so we'll talk to him. And he'll eventually give us a blimp ticket. So with the blimp ticket there, we're just going to make our way to the blimp. Talk to the dude who will let you in. So there's a little star piece behind the pipe there, so make sure you get that. We're just going to go on the blimp here. And that's chapter 3. Alright, with chapter 3, we're just making our way into Glitzville here. Alright, a few goodies to grab right away. So in front of you, there's a star piece under a panel. There's a shine sprite there. You got to hit the block under there. There's another star piece there. Behind the phone box, there's a star piece. In the cafe, there's a star piece behind the counter. Hit that switch. It lowers the stairs there. And you got to use coops to get a star piece there. Open the chest to get an item, and then we can actually head in. Alright, go through here. You just have to watch the fight that's happening here. It's a bit of a cutscene. And then you want to go and talk to this dude who's going to let you in. Get a little badge from inside there, and you want to walk all the way around to this room here. And this is the manager's office. He's going to sign you up as a fighter, talk to you all about how the fights work, and then you get into the locker room. So the whole process of this section of the game is to do 15 fights, and each fight is going to have a special condition. The special conditions are actually random, but yeah, you just go through and do what the fight says to do, and you're gradually going to work your way through all 15 fights. Now, this isn't completely just uniform, so weird stuff will happen in between each fight, and it turns out that there's some shenanigans going on with this area of the game. So there's a bed that you can sleep in between fights. You can see the raw cork out there, but we got to go out at this point and deal with the egg. So with that egg, just let it jump around for a bit, and eventually it's going to jump on top of the hot dog stand. Just go up there, paper plane down to it. And there we go. So we got the egg, and that'll just follow us. That's important to do now. Alright, so next fight that we've got is against these guys, so just take care of them. It's going to keep going through. And keep progressing up. Now, eventually you're going to have a fight against these guys. Now, you won't be able to deal any damage to these guys, so what you should do pretty much right away is just run away from the fight. When you run away, that egg that we got before is going to be hatched into a new partner for us, and that partner will be able to damage these enemies. Now, if you don't have the partner at this point, you can go back outside and get the egg, and the egg should eventually hatch, hopefully. But we got Yoshi now, so have Yoshi as your partner. And then go into the fight. You want to use the gulp attack on these. And if you use that, then you're going to be able to take care of them. So gulp will work against them. And then you want to go into the Major League locker room. Alright, so keep progressing through the fights. I think there was an item behind the locker there. That's always good to get. Alright, progressing through the next fight here. Alright, you get an email, then you just want to head outside this area. After that email, you got to go through to here. And you talk to him and get the hammer. So with that hammer, we can just head back inside. And the email told us to go to the minor league locker room, so you can hammer that and get the sus papers. You got to use Yoshi to jump across the gap, so you ride him and press the jump button. With those papers there, we make it out of the locker room and head to the major league again. Alright, next fight. So you just deal with these guys. These guys try and come for a rematch, so just gulp them. Alright, next fight. You're going to deal with these guys. And you got the cake. You can eat the first cake. Do not eat the second cake, whatever you do. Only the first one. The first one will heal you. The second one is a lie. It hurts you. Alright, Bowser comes for a battle, so deal with him. And with Bowser dealt with, we can just have a sleep and do the next fight. Next fight will be this guy, so again, leveling up badge points is usually recommended. Alright, we'll have a little sleep there. And we got an email after this fight. So, well, that email told us to go outside, so we're going to do that. And it told us to go towards the phone booth here. So that's a little key there. That's a key to the storage room in this area. So with the storage room, you just go through this little side until you find the storage room. It's that one with the lock on it. So use the key to open that one up. And you can see the mouse again. Alright, you want to blow away the covers on those boxes and then hammer them. That's going to be a switch there, which you can use to get up. A little star piece under the panel there and a shine sprite. Use Yoshi to get across the gap. Hammer that with your super hammer. Use Yoshi to get across there. And then you want to eavesdrop on their conversation. So once you've listened in, you just want to slip through the grate there and then fall back down. Go into the Major League room. And this dude will want you to come for another fight. So we're going to deal with these guys now. And we got another fight here. Do not eat that second cake, whatever you do. I think if you eat the cake, you lose your partner for the next battle, which is pretty bad. You see that dude in the room ate the cake and is not having a good time. Alright, this fight, and then we're going to get another email, so we're just going to head out. You're supposed to blow the poster off the wall there, so you'll grab a key when you blow the poster off the wall. Now that that's done, you can turn back into Yoshi and head into the storage room. The key that we just got was to open this little bit here, and we're going to find that the fighters are under here. There's a star piece behind there, and then we just want to head back out. Back into the Major League rooms, and we're going to go this. We have a fight with the Raw Cork, but we actually get stuffed into this room here where we need to escape. Alright, blow up the poster off the wall, go into here, go through the toilet to get into this other room here, and then out of this room you can sort of escape through the door, and then you can go straight into the arena to fight him. Alright, so you'll fight him. Power bounce is going to be a good idea if you have it. Alright, and you get into the winner's room. With the winner's room here, I'm just going to have a little sleep, then you can go up here, and Yoshi across, you can super hammer the vent, and then you can listen in on a conversation they're having. You can then hit out the vent to go into the manager's office. There's 2 star pieces, one behind the plant and one in the drawer. You then want to open the other drawer, and then he'll freak out. And then we want to go into the fight here where we'll fight him. Yeah, so in this fight, he's going to power up heaps. Power bounce is good if you got it. As well as those attack up badges we've got there. So you deal with him there. And then it's the chapter pretty much over. So you'll get a little cutscene. You get a Peach intermission. So with Peach here, you're going to go talk to Tech. Then you're going to go up here. Go in here, go into that locker, get changed, go talk to this dude, come back out, go get changed back into Peach, talk to Tech, and then you're done. Then we got the Bowser section. So we'll be talking to these guys. That's just a cutscene. Once Mario's done there, you just want to head back out, get on the blimp, and back to town. Alright, so back to town here. You want to go back to the right. You want to level up Yoshi. Yoshi is probably the best partner we're going to get in the game. At least I really like using Yoshi. So I'm going to head back here and grab a few badges. Flower Saver is quite good. Yoshi is going to get an attack called Mega Rush, which is worth a lot of flower points to use. So Flower Saver on Yoshi is good. Get the Shine Sprite and open these 2 little shortcut pipes there. That's always good to do. Go down and we're going to head to the 1,000-year door. You don't need a paper plane to that anymore. You can just break the brick. So we're going to go through here, get a cutscene, talk to Frankly. Once we're out of here, it's going to head to the left. And we're going to attempt to go through the pipe here, and it's going to spit us out. So now that we've been spit out of that pipe, we can go here to get a star piece. So we just do that. But yeah, now that we're out of the pipe, we're going to go up here. And we've got to get our name written on ourselves. So the easiest way to do that is just go through here. Talk to Frankly. He's going to give us some advice to go next to his house behind here to talk to this dude. This dude will write our name on us. And then we will be able to go back through that pipe that we were trying to go through before. So, out to the left side of town, dropping through that little grate, Yoshiing across, going through the pipe, and we're in Twilight Town. Okay, so in here, a few little things to do. So everyone's being turned into pigs. I'm going to go talk to the mayor. He'll talk to us for a little bit. Head back out. Get a star piece behind there. Get a star piece behind there. Get a star piece behind there. Talk to the gate dude. Gate dude's not going to let us through, so we need to go back and talk to the mayor. The mayor is now a pig, so that's not going to be much help to us. But you do need to talk to the mayor. You want to talk to her. And we want to go to the item shop and investigate this and talk to her. You absolutely have to go to the item shop there. There's no way around it. And then once you've been to the item shop, that dude's a pig. Grab the black key there so that we'll be using that later. And you want to shell toss to get that key from under that little tree stump there. And then just head out into the item shop. Now, this key from the tree stump opens this, and there's a chest in there that we needed the black key to open. So we're going to be doing that as well. Grab all the items from in here, and we're going to get cursed. The curse will let us roll. So you go into paper mode, and then you like rotate the joystick to roll across. And that'll help us roll under the little gap here. All right, so we've got a little gap here. You want to roll under it. Then we go get a star piece from behind there. You can flurry that to blow it away, and then go to the left. In here, you can get heaps of EXP from these flowers as well if you kill one of the super gold ones, but they're really hard to kill. All right, so you want to go through there and then take a left. Back through here to grab a badge. You want to flurry away that tree, go through the little hole there, and then flurry away that, ground pound through, move that boulder, and then ground pound through again. All right. There's a shine sprite behind that tree. It's very easy to miss. You just jump behind it. All right, so creepy steeple. We're going to roll through this little bit here. Star piece behind there into the actual building itself. Immediately you can roll into that little top bit, grab that, grab that, grab that, roll out. Alright, next we're going to push that little statue there to fall down the gap, flurry that, go through there, get the chest, back out. Off to the left, we're going to go here. The correct answer is 200 boos, so he'll drop an Ultra Mushroom if we say the correct answer there. Jump back out, go back through, you're going to hit no to this guy. And then all the boos will start swarming around you. So go out the bottom door there, and then hit that switch. Hit it as much as you can until you can't hit it anymore, and then the stairs will be down. What those red switches do is they move the stairs up and down, so this one moves it up. You want to hit this until you can't hit it anymore. If you want, there's a secret area back here where you can get a leaf which will restore FP, so you can do that if you want to. Open the little door here, and we're going to have a fight with Dupliss. Whoops, I shouldn't have said his name yet. We're going to have a fight with the mystery name. Alright, so this fight goes through. Power bounce is recommended if you got it. And with Nard, the bounce attack with Nard is good. Now, Dupliss turns into Mario, but actually, secretly, that Mario is not the real Mario now. So we are Shadow Mario, and we got to get ourselves back to normal. So back out the front door there. Now, this is a very tedious bit of the game. In the Switch version, luckily, they made it a bit better by adding a shortcut between town and the mansion. But in this version, we're going to have to take the long way all the time. So, make your way all the way back to town. When you get back to town, you're going to be attacked by the fake Mario. And then he's going to ask you to guess his name. You won't be able to do it because there's no P on the keyboard to write Dupliss. So just escape. So you've got to run away there and you'll come across Vivian here. You got to find her super bomb and then she'll be happy and join you. So she's got an ability that will help you go invisible. You want to go to the right side of town and go invisible near the crows here. And then head out of town. You'll come across fake Mario again, do the same thing, so just run away. And then go to the right, roll under there, and then we're going back to the mansion. Now, rather than going in the front entrance, you're going to go down that little well thing there, grab the shine sprite to the left, grab the badge over there, push the door up, Vivian through the floor to get through, get the shine sprite, roll through there, and we're up here, ground pound through there, go right for a star piece first, then roll through, go left, open the chest, and then we can eavesdrop on the bird. So if you just go invisible while you're in the same room as the bird, he'll give away what Dupliss's name is. Grab a star piece from under the floor and then just head back to the right. So yeah, this room, the room near the bird has a shortcut back on the Switch version, but unfortunately not on this version, which makes it a bit annoying. But we just got to head back to town. Now that we actually know his name, we can guess. So he'll approach us. We got to enter Dupliss just like this with the same capitalizations and everything that I have. He'll freak out that you've guessed the name and then run off. So we got to chase him back to the mansion. You can see what I mean about this chapter being annoying. There's a lot of backtracking. You got to go back and forth to the mansion like heaps. All right, going back up to where we originally found him. So the easiest way to do that is to go out the top door there, hit this switch till you can't hit it anymore. Star piece under the floor there. It's useful. And then just head up through here. And then we've got an actual boss fight with him. So we're not going to have Vivian for the first half of the boss fight, but just attack the fake Mario there. The fake Mario will eventually win the fight, and that is the chapter done. Alright, with that chapter done, we're going to get a Peach intermission here. So Peach will talk to Tech for a little bit. And that really is just a big cutscene. Then we get a Bowser intermission. So with the Bowser one, we're going to have to do like a little underwater level. At the end of the underwater level, you'll have a spring, so just ride that up to make your way through. Alright, Bowser done. So, we're back to Mario. So head out of town. Get a little email. You can take this pipe back up. And then head to the right here. Alright, so we're going to go through this pipe back on our way to the 1,000-year door, but I'm going to buy a few more things with our star pieces now. I bought all like the really good badges that I can buy with the star pieces there, but I'm still going to collect a few more just to show where some are and just for a bit of completeness. Alright, so this is really, really good, this badge. It's like a spike dodge badge. So the strategy for getting really strong in this game, essentially, is you want this badge and you want to commit to only ever jumping as Mario. There's a dude in the main town square who can sell you a badge called Jumpman, and that will stop you from using your hammer, but it will make your attack go up by 1. So if you're wearing that badge, you're locked into jumping, and if you're wearing Spike Shield, you can pretty much jump on all the enemies. Combine that with using multi-bounce with Mario, and then you're going to be real strong because you'll have an attack that hits all enemies for low FP, and you don't have to worry about spiky enemies. This badge rocks. It's so good. And pretty soon we're going to get a second badge, which will help us jump on fiery enemies without being hurt. And if we wear the spiky one and the fiery one, we'll be able to jump on basically any enemy in the game and be okay. So that's how to make Mario very strong in this game. Alright, we're going to talk to Frankly here, and I'm going to level up. Alright, making our way through. So, with Yoshi, we're just going to go left here, making our way through this little hole here to get a Shine Sprite, and back out. And then we got to talk to this dude here. And make our way back out of town. So he'll have a boat there. So we talk to him, but we need somebody to actually sail the boat. So to get that somebody, we just got to go back out into town. Go to the right. And you can pretty much Yoshi across this gap. There's a little star piece behind there, and you can drop down to get a Shine Sprite behind there. Yoshi across the gap again. And then we want to Yoshi across the rooftops. There's a star piece behind there and a Shine Sprite there. Through a little gap to get to Bombery. Talk to him. There's the Shine Sprite there. He won't want to have anything to do with you, but we can talk to the dude at the pub inn thing. He will tell us what to do. So we want to go back to Bombery. And we go back to the pub. There's a lot of backtracking in this game. Alright, back to the pub here. He would talk to us for a little bit. And then we want to go back to Bombery. Talk to him. And he'll eventually agree to do the ship for us. So, get on the ship. Take off. We're going to get shipwrecked eventually. So it'll be like a big long cutscene play out. We do get shipwrecked. Eventually we get onto this island. So star piece there. You want to go back to get a whacker bump. It's a really good item. Like 25 health and 25 FP restoring. Go here. You'll get a little cutscene play out. And there's like ghosts there that are going to get us. So just deal with them. Art attack we've got now is real good. So try and use that. Alright, down here we get another star piece and another star piece behind that rock and another one behind the bush. Go up here, another star piece behind the bush there, Yoshi across the gap, get the Shine Sprite, and across here. Now, this bit here is where we can get the flame badge as well. So, first thing we're going to do is we're just going to get a coconut from that tree there. But then we're going to get the flame resistant badge. So go to the end of the bridge and paper mode to drop through the hole in the bridge. I'm going to put on that badge immediately. Now, we're invulnerable to jumping on flamey enemies, and we're invulnerable to jumping on spiky enemies, which means we can jump on pretty much any enemy in the game. So Mario's jump power now is very overpowered. And when I come back into town after Chapter 5, I'll be getting that Jumpman badge to power him up even more. And that'll just stop us from ever being able to use hammer though, so he's got to be careful of that. Alright, so we need to talk to this dude here. He'll give us an item for the coconut. So that's good. Alright, back through here. And to Bombery there. He'll join the party. And then bring him back. There's a lot of backtracking in this game. Bring him back. And we'll talk to him again. Alright, now we talk to him, he's going to be following us through this section. So following to the right. And following across the bridge again, all the way to the right here. So we go and investigate this. And once you've investigated, you want to go back and talk to him. He'll give you the item to put into the keyhole. So 3 ground pounds on that, and then just keep hammering that blue one till it opens. Alright, bombery through the gap, and that will let us inside. Now that we're inside, you just want to drop down, try not to hit the springs to go back up. Jumping across here, there's a little item to grab up the top of that ship, and then a star piece. You want to use paper mode to get through those spikes, or use Nard to get across really quickly. Sorry, Yoshi, not Nard. And then go across through the cannons. Alright, there's a little box there that you can use to get the shine sprite, and you can bomb up to that switch to open the door. Now the door's open, you can hit a panel there to get a star. And bomb through it, get the key, and let that raise up, shine sprite and a star piece. So then we're going to make our way back. Alright, across there, we want to open the keyhole to that door. There's a star piece under a panel there. There's also, you can coop to get that switch there. You got to roll under the spikes to get that one there, and you got another shine sprite. Jumping across the bridge, we want to bomb through that little door there. And we want to use Yoshi to get past these cannons. And again. Alright, so into the boat there, there's a little badge behind the chest. We want to talk to the chest and get attacked by the fires, who will then drop a key and get his curse. The curse lets us use the boat. So boat out of here, just up onto that little shoreline there, and across here. And then roll onto these spikes again. Alright, so we're going to jump up here and then go to the left to boat. There's a goodie to get on the right here, so it's just in the waterfall there. So in the waterfall, you just want to jump out there, grab that, and then head back out. And then we're going to drop down there and go to the left. And back out. So you can use Yoshi to get across the spikes there. Alright, you want to hit that little winch thing and open up the gate. Then we want to climb back up and boat through. So just boat down through this little section here. And then off to the right, you want to dodge all the waves that are coming here. And when we dodge all the waves, we're just going to see all the toads on the boat there. So unboat here and then jump across. The only pipe you really can go in is this one, and then it lets you paper plane down to the other pipe. So you're just going to paper plane there, deal with that, and then paper plane down to the next pipe along, deal with that. And then the toads will all run off the boat. And then you just want to jump out onto this pipe. And then go to the right through the door there. Alright, in here we're going to come across a boss fight. So this dude won't want you to steal his treasure. So he's going to try and defend it. He's got 3 phases, so just be aware of that. Try and save your stronger attacks for the last phase if you can. Alright, he's going to give you the star. And then you want to head off the boat. So you can bomb that little hole in the wall there. They're all going to run out. And then we come back to this little main area here where a ship's going to attack us. And then you want to go up, get another whacker bump, but go up into here. We want to talk to the dude with the boat there, and we're going to see if we can persuade him to come out and fight the X-Nauts with us, which he will do. So we're going to ride the boat, fight the X-Nauts, and we're going to attack that guy. And then eventually the fight will be over. Now, that's pretty much chapter 5 done. So I have a little Peach intermission here, talking to Tech, then going up through there. It does tell you which potions to use, but you can just put them in the same order that I'm doing there. You want to hit the buttons every time it comes under the potion, bake it for 30 seconds, and it should come out green if you've done it right. So, Peach is invisible, just go to the right here, into here. Put on the Famicom, and then go back up through. If you go down there, you're just going to turn visible again, and then go back to Tech and talk to her. Talk to him. Bowser's going to be here, just with a little cutscene. Alright, Mario is back in town. So, now that we're back in town, a few things to do. We got the boat ability, so we're just going to boat through here. Go up here, you get a star piece, and you get a badge. That badge sucks, so don't use it. Up here. Alright. So we're going to talk to him, and he's telling us that we should be able to get a secret item to like double level up our partners. Now, I'm going to do something very cheeky here. I'm actually going to take away some of my health so that I've only got a maximum of 5. This is an incredibly risky strategy, but it can make Mario very strong. So there's a badge called like the Last Stand badge, and essentially what it lets you do is it lets you have a higher attack power if you're in like danger. And by danger, I mean 5 health or less. And if I've made my maximum health 5, then I will always be in danger. So yeah, Mario's going to be really strong, but very like easy to die. The way to sort of make this strategy feasible is you get a bunch of Last Stand badges, and then you have a bunch of life mushrooms in your inventory. Or if you're really good at super guarding, that's how you do it. Alright, we're just going back to Hooktail's castle to get this item that he was talking about before. This item is going to help us level up characters an extra stage. It's going to be very useful. So go through, bomb this wall. Alright, we get that item, and then we're just going to head all the way back out of Hooktail's castle. I wish this game had a warp feature. All the way back through here. Boat to get a shine sprite, and then just boat back. There we go. Through there. Through there, through there, and up here. We got the 1,000-year door, so I'm just going to play out that cutscene. It's going to send us back to Frankly, and I've strategically placed it so I can go and talk to him again. Give him the up arrow, and he'll be able to upgrade our partners double. So I'm going to upgrade a whole bunch of partners just to the second stage. And it's another 3 shine sprites if you want to do that. Alright, now this is the dude that I was talking about before. So I've got Mega Rush there. I think it might be the Mega Rush badge or the Last Stand badge. It's one of those two that will make it so that you're stronger on 5 health, and the other one that will make it that you're stronger on 1 health. And you can see I bought a life mushroom there just in case I die or anything. Because Mario's going to be dying a bit if you're on 5 health. But if you're really strong, all the battles should be over in 1 turn. So it's like a bit of a trade-off there. Alright, I'm also going to be getting the Jumpman badge, which I talked about before. So this dude sells Jumpman badge. That's going to stop us from being able to hammer, but it's going to make our jump stronger. So it's a bit of a trade-off there. And you can imagine if I've got the Mega Rush badge on and the Jumpman badge on and the Power Up badge on, Mario is going to be quite strong. Combine that with Multi-Bounce, where you can attack all the enemies, and then combine Multi-Bounce with the badge that stops you from getting hit by the spiky enemies, and then you can just see how good this strategy is. Basically, we're going to multi-bounce everything. We're never going to get hurt back from it. And Mario's going to be really beefed up with all the Mega Rush, Last Stand, Power Up, all those badges. I just only got the ring there. And we brought the ring back to them. So we got another whacker bump. We head back to town. Just into this bit here. Going to go to the Don. Back out of the shop. He's given us a... train ticket, so we're just going to use that to get onto the train. There we go. On the train. Alright, it's chapter 6 time. Now the train is like a little bit of a mystery thing. So the first thing we need to do is head out to the left. All the way out, talk to him. Alright, then over to the right. Once we talk to him, there's going to be a mystery to solve. So there's like a missing soup pot thing. Alright, you have to look at the drips on the floor. You have to press A to observe them. Then you have to talk to this dude, look in his drawer, and he's got the pot in there. So that's that mystery solved. Heading back out. Alright, we got to talk to the penguin in room number 6. Then head out of room number 6 and into room number 8. Talk to the dad, then talk to the little bomb. And then talk to the conductor, and then go to the right and talk to the train driver engineer dude. The little bomb wants the engineer's autograph, so grab that. There's a star piece under the floor as well. Make your way back, and with the little bomb, we're just going to give that to him, the engineer's autograph, and then that's how you finish off this section. You'll be very thrilled. Heading back out, we're going to go to room 6, talk to the penguin again, and then back, talk to him. So with the blanket, like he's 1 blanket short, so he thinks there's a stowaway. What you need to do is go into room 4 and become invisible with Vivian. Then the little ghost toad's going to come out, talk to him. Alright, with the ghost toad there, just move your way back to the left. And talk to the conductor again, who will let you through to look for the diary. Just squeeze through the boxes there, you get the diary, and back out. And then we want to go through to the right. And into number 4 again, given the diary. By the way, do not read the diary. If you do, you will get a game over. Alright, back out to the left. And we can talk to the conductor again. And back out to the right, talk to the penguin again. And then we're pretty much done for the day. Talk to her so that we initiate the quest of finding her missing item. And we also want to talk to her in number 2 to start the quest of finding her missing item. Those two are optional, but we might as well do them. Alright, so into the bed. Alright, talk to her. Now we got to talk to the penguin. Now this dude's lost his papers, so we're just going to deal with that. Go to the right, and we're going to go to room number 1 where his papers will be. Go to the left still. Keep going to the left until you find the penguin room again. In here, you return the papers, and you're still missing some, so keep going to the right. And into your own room where you'll find the paper there. Go invisible, and you'll find Zip Toad comes out of here. Alright, then we stop at Riverside Station, which is like halfway through. Alright, so just talk to her, give her back her earrings, and she'll give you a star piece. And then you want to go to room number 2 and talk to her. You get 30 coins for doing that. Alright, talk to this dude who will give you the key to get into the station. Into the station we go. So use the key to open that bit there, roll under that little bit to spawn the stairs, and then back out. With the stairs spawn, just make your way up here and into there. So you just want to jump across the rotating cogs. There's a star piece behind there, and then you want to climb up here, grab the key, and then roll under. Alright, through here. So we got to use the key to open this little bit here, and then go through that little section. You can get a little thunder item there, which is going to be pretty useful. And then just go to the left, use flurry to blow the posters off the door and go through. You go to the left here. Make sure you get the badge. That's quite a good badge. It's a P up, D down. So I would use that badge again. It's going to make Mario even weaker. Like less defense, but stronger attack. So we're going for the glass cannon build, if that makes sense. Alright, out of here. Make sure you go to the left out of there. Alright, then what we got to do is just fight all the Goombas in this room. So once all those Goombas are done, it's going to spawn the 3 switches. You have to fight the Goombas. And the switch indicates the number of times you have to hit it in order to spawn the stairs. So, shine sprite there, grab it with Coops. Hit that, you get the boots. This is going to let us high jump up to pipes, so we're going to high jump up to this pipe. I've also equipped that P up, D down badge. Yoshi across, high jump up, high jump into the key from below. That's going to bonk the key off, high jump back up, and make your way back across. And head back out here, you take the spring up, and then go out through the door. Okay, so climbing up these stairs. We are just going to go through the door here, grab that badge, and go into the elevator. So there's all these fuzzies there, you just want to sort of like hammer them out of the way and stuff. You can flurry them out of the way too, that's an option. Once they're clear, you want to hit the switch there, and that will put the bridge down. And then go back up through the elevator there, and then into the train again. Alright, with that bit done, we're just going into the train and take a sleep. And you're going to wake up and basically everyone will be missing. So you want to go to the right here until you get to the engine room, and you're going to see the train get overrun by the fuzzies. So with that, you basically just want to make your way all the way back to the left of the train, and that's the next spot to go. We're going to go to where the conductor was, and we're going to go into his room. So into his room here. There's lots of fuzzies there. So you have to clear out the fuzzies to get the people. It won't let you through if you don't do that. So yeah, clear out the ones to get that guy. And then high jump up to the pipe and across. Lightning is really good for dealing with these fuzzies when we get to the boss fight here. Also using Yoshi to get through is a lot quicker than trying to kill him. So yeah, I'm using lightning to get rid of that, and then I'm going to use a hectic power bounce. And you can just see how strong Mario is with that power bounce, because it's like 6. Like it starts off at 6 and then goes down from there. And that's all the badges that I've stacked, like Jumpman, Mega Rush, Power Up, P Up, D Down, all those. So we're off the train. We're into Poshley Heights, so he's going to head out there. Out the door. Now pretty much there are star pieces to grab in here, but at this point of the game I decided like, oh, I probably have enough, so I'm going to stop getting them. Read the thing on the door and he'll let you in. There's a decoy star at the front, so that wasn't the real star. You just go up here, paper plane down, and then go up through there. Hit that and it's going to open up a pipe, go through the pipe. And then you got this little section here with the booze, so you jump up there and up there. Now you pretty much just grab the star at this point, but I'm going to get a few more things. There's the shine sprite, and just for fun, there's like a little Luigi badge there. I always find that fun to get. So if you want, you can actually turn yourself into Luigi. And that's the end of the chapter there. So you just got to head out of the door here. And then we're going to start having our intermissions. Alright, next up we have a Peach intermission. So with Peach here, you just want to go to the right and talk to Tech. And then with Bowser, it's like a cutscene and you get this little Bowser level here. So jumping out there, that's pretty much done there. Alright, back in town. Mario's off the train. You want to high jump up from under that, and you're going to get the Ultra Hammer. A very good upgrade. Alright, into the pipe. And we're basically just going to go towards the 1,000-year door again. And there we go. Get a little cutscene. Talk to Frankly. Alright. Now, Frankly told us we have to wait for like 3 minutes before he's ready to tell us where to get to the next area. So I was leveling up my partners with that little time that we had. He then tells you to wait for a little bit more, so I'm just going to use that time to get this little badge thing here. Double dip's okay, but you don't ever really have enough items that it's super useful. Now Frankly's ready. So really, really important. Make sure you've talked to Frankly and you've waited like the 3 minutes and you've got this actual dialogue from him. Otherwise, if you try and go to where the next chapter starts, it just won't let you, essentially. Alright, so into the shop there. I'm just going to buy another live stream in case I die or something. It's a good strategy. If I got Mario on such low health, I can't be taking that risk. Alright, so make sure that it has a little chapter 7 intro before you go through here, because like if it doesn't, then you've done it wrong. So there's a star piece, there's a badge, there's a shine sprite, there's a star piece, there's another badge, and there's another star piece when we get in here. There it is. Alright, then in here there's another star piece, and in here there's another star piece, and in here there's another shine sprite. Talk to this dude with Bombery out as your partner, that's really important. And then he'll tell you that we need to go and talk to Gold Orb. So we're going to go back. Alright, with that, we're going to head to the right and into here. We're going to go into the shortcut rooms, which I haven't really talked about yet. In the Switch version, this is very different. It's a room with like 7 pipes in it and then numbered, and it's brilliant. In this version, it's really hard to tell which shortcut goes to which area, and there's only 4 pipes, not 7, so it's really frustrating to deal with. But anyway, go back there. So I just went to Petalburg. And I went to the island. So we're going to be looking for General White. That's the big thing that we're trying to deal with here. Now we're going to go here. While I'm here, I'm going to talk to Goldor, which is the other side of this. He wants us to give all of our coins. So you have to promise him you'll give all your coins to him. He doesn't actually follow through with taking the coins from you, so don't worry. The next place to go to after this place is Glitzville, so I'm not even going to bother taking the shortcut back. I'm just going to take the train back and then jump straight on the blimp, and that gets us there really quickly. Alright, so with that, we're just going to head in here, talk to this dude who might know where General White is. Yeah, so it's a bit weird. You do have to go back to all the towns to do this. Alright, coming back out here, we're just going to go through this section and try and take a shortcut. So we're going to go up here onto the left pipe, and that'll get us to the tree. So we need to talk to him at the start of the tree, and he will say something else about General White, who's apparently still looking for us. Head your way out of here and back up through this pipe. And then we need to fall down here and go into Twilight Town. So that's this little pipe here. Talk to that dude. He will tell you General White's gone back to Far Outpost. So that's all we need to go into this pipe, head all the way through to the right again. And General White should actually be here. So there he is in the background. You have to talk to him and try and wake him up like heaps of times till he actually wakes up. You do actually have to do it that many times. It's ridiculous. And then now everything's ready for us to go to the moon. So we're going to go into the cannon there. Bam. And then we're up into the moon. The moon sort of loops around the map. So you can go left or right. It doesn't really matter what you do until you eventually find the screen with that in the background. Bomb that little rock there. And then that's going to open up the pipe to get to that. So now we're in. All right. So in here, you want to go up here, take Yoshi through there. You'll have a little fight with these guys. Make your way through. Take Yoshi through here. You got to go for the pattern on the floor there and make your way back out. Go into the elevator. Take the elevator down to sublevel 2. So in this sublevel, you're just going to go left, follow the pattern on the wall, and that will show you what the floor pattern is. And once you've done that, go to the right. And you want to go behind the desk here to get another key card, and go back to the left. Down that elevator there, up to sublevel 1. And we're going to go and enter the code here. So if you know the code, you can just enter it. There it is. 014029 and enter. Into here. I've actually just lost the quiz purposely because I wanted to get the EXP from the fight there. But if you want to win the quiz, those are all the answers there. Alright, whatever way you go about it, the quiz should be over at this point. So head out of the room, head down. And then that gives us the other elevator key there. So I believe in the Switch version, you do have to go down to the bottom sub-level. And go into that shower room that Peach had before. But in the GameCube version, you don't need to do that. So you just grab this thing here. And yeah, this would be the point in the Switch version where you're going down to sub-level 4 like that one there. But I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to go up to sub-level 3 and progress on forward. Because there's 4 cards in the Switch version. You got to hit the cards in the same order I did. So red, yellow, green. And then bomb across the wall here. Paper mode through a little gap there. Vivian through there. Jump up. You can make your way across here. I'm not going to bother getting that Ultra Mushroom. Just jump across there. And then you can take this pipe down. So this pipe, you can hit that blue switch to get out. And then you can sort of jump up the steps there. I'm going to paper mode down here to get that card key. And then I have to take the pipes back up. A little bit of backtracking, which is a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Alright. And through there. And up the stairs. Enter that card key. And then we got this. So we got another boss fight. Try and deal with him. So the power lift is a really good star power as well. If you haven't used it yet, it ups your attack and defense. So it's always worth using. Alright. And that's the end of chapter. So we get another intermission with Bowser here. He goes in there and gets a fake crystal star, but didn't work out for him. And then Mario's out here. So what you got to do is head down to sub-level 4, talk to Tech, who's on the right of sub-level 4. Tech will open the teleporter room for you. So with that teleporter room open, we're just going to head up and left. And then hit the teleporter to go in. And Professor Frankly will be there sort of like waiting for us outside the teleporter room. Telling us to go to the 1000-year door. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm just going to go up here and get some badges. So this badge shop is really quite good if you need it. And I'm using that strategy where I'm keeping Mario on just 5 health to use those Mega Rush and Power Rush badges and stuff a bit easier. But it's a very risky strategy, I will reiterate. So now we're at the 1,000-year door. We can just go there, a cutscene plays out, and the door's going to open. So that's good. And we'll head in there, and we're up to the palace. So, palace is extremely linear. You just head to the right through this little section here. You can grab some items along the way if you want. Got these cannons to deal with. Make your way through. Oh, now this badge is quite good, all or nothing. So, you have to land your attack successfully, but if you do, your attack powers up, and if you don't, you completely miss your attack. So it's very high risk, high reward, but at this point in the game, you're probably good at landing your attack command, so it should be fine. Alright, through there. And we're just going to get the Ultra Mushroom, take on the cannons, and make our way through. And again, take on those cannons, make our way through. Now, this next room is a bit unusual, and it plays differently on the Switch versus GameCube version. The strategy is you go through the door which has the candle next to it lit. So you see, like, 3 out of the 4 candles won't be on, and then the little torch candle thing on the wall will be lit next to the door I should be going through. On the Switch version, you may end up having to go, like, backwards through doors you've already been in. It's so weird. Alright, up through here, you just go through that little pipe there. And through that pipe there, just hit that. Now, before you can go into that building we just opened, we've got to go to the right and make your way through. Just keep progressing right and right and right, and you're going to come across Gloomtail. This is another boss fight here. So take care of that. That's going to open up the little palace thing to our left. And then you want to boat across there. So on the Switch version, you have to go up to the top of this area first, but on the GameCube version, you can just start getting these keys right away. So follow the signs on the wall. The clues are usually pretty straightforward, but for that one, you want to hit the left blocks first and the right blocks. For this one, that one's connected to the room above it, so you just got to be careful there. This room has a fake wall that you can go through. This room here, you want to flurry away that thing. That's good. Next room here, basically is just an invisible block right there. You can use Vivian to see it if you want. This room here, bomb the wall. You get that. This room here is connected to the one below it, so hit any grey blocks you're able to hit. This room here is really annoying. So you got to kill them in order from weakest to strongest. So follow the same order I'm following here. You can usually tell by like how many star points they give you, or if you've got the like health showing badge on, you can see because like you'll be able to see how much health they have. But that's weakest to strongest there. If you've done it right, a block will spawn. If you've done it wrong, just come back in and try again. This room here is connected to the one above it, so you hit that little switch there, grab a key. And then the only room we have left is the one connected to this room above that, so there we go. Hit the switch, grab the key. Now that we got all the keys, you're just going to head up to the top of this tower. You're going to watch a whole bunch of cutscenes with like keys turning into these, and then it'll lower the floor in those rooms. So, boat your way back across. We're going to come across a fight with these guys. And then make your way down the steps. Alright, so you want to flurry across those. Yoshi across the gap. Coops that switch there. Just hit the green one, not the other one. And if you Yoshi across the gap there and then hit the purple switch, you can get across really quickly through that room. It's pretty efficient. You got a high jump up there. And bomb through down the switch there. Take note of the star pattern there, we'll need it after. So it's this star pattern that you want to make, and if you make that pattern successfully, you'll open up the next bit. Basically what that will do is it'll cause this thing to spin. Alright, make your way out of this room. You want to flurry that thing, get rid of it. Ground pound through. And then through the door. You paper plane through this little bit. And then you need Yoshi's speed to make it through this bit. And then basically you just want to jump up and paper plane down to the end now. Use the key to open the door. And then we're basically nearing the end of the game here. So, we got a couple boss fights to deal with here. So you got this guy. He's not very strong. Just be aware, like, I would use Yoshi first with that, like, Super Yoshi Mega Rush thing to get rid of all of his protecty things. And then I'd power bounce with Mario. That's how I'd be dealing with him. Bowser as well is the next fight. Now, Bowser is actually susceptible to Showstopper, which is one of your star powers, at a 5% chance of killing Bowser. So if you want to try and get good luck, you could try and do that. But realistically, it's probably better to just like power bounce Bowser or something. You go down pretty quickly. If you do want the Showstopper, it looks something like this. But yeah, be aware that's only like a 5% chance. So I wouldn't recommend going for it. And even if you get it with Showstopper, you still have to kill, I think it's Cammy or whatever. Still have to kill her, so you don't even kill both of them if you get the Showstopper to land. Alright, then we have the final boss through this room here. So yeah, the final boss is like the demon behind the 1,000-year door thing. So you get a really big long cutscene. And then you'll get into the fight. So you can deal with Peach pretty quickly. You just got to deal a certain amount of damage before it moves on to the next phase. Then you get her. You're not going to be able to attack her, so don't use any of your like strong attacks yet. Just keep defending, like keep attacking. I think you've got to hit 3 times for it to move on. So if you defend, it won't work. You've got to still attack, but just only hit 3 times. Then when we do this, we're going to get another cutscene of like the stars activating and everyone wishing us luck and everything. Anyway, once that's happened, we go through and then we can actually do the fight and actually damage her. So yeah, I'm going to use that power up thing and then Yoshi Rush to get rid of the hands and then like power bounce Peach. So yeah, follow through that structure. I think it's 150 health in total on this boss. And then once you're done, you're done. And that is going to be the end of the game. So that's going to be all for the video. I hope you found this useful and thanks so much for watching.